So today we're going to be doing a question on shares, ordinary shares, and generalizing them, right? So we're going to do module 3, question 1. So basically, you could read through the full information, and then let's start here. It required funds to expand the business. It decided to fund the expansion through share issue. On the 10th of December 2015, it offered 750,000 shares at 3.50 to the public. The closing date was on the 31st of January 2016. In order to avoid undersubscription, they got into a contract on the 10th of December 2015 to subscribe the share issue was 3 rand, 3%, right? So we're going to start here. We're going to say on the 10th of December they got into a contract 2015. And then you have an option to say share capital, debit share capital, or debit stated capital, and then you're obviously going to credit your payables because we owe them. So let's stick to stated capital for now, and then you credit your payables because it's a liability. And then obviously you're gonna have 750,000 multiplied by 113.50, right? And then you're gonna get the 3% of this amount. So you're gonna say 750 because it's 750 shares, and all of them are at the cost of 13 rand 50 cent. And then you're gonna get the 3% of this full amount. That's the amount that you're gonna pay to our underwriter. So grab your calculators and let's get calculating. You're supposed to have 303. Yes. So, for the purpose of space, let me erase these ones. So your narration will obviously be commission to underwriter, recognizing commission to underwriter, yeah, and so on. So that will be your narration at this instant. Write a straight line of explaining why you're doing this, and you will get your full marks, right? All right, let's continue. So now they tell you that they agreed to pay on the 15th. Now we need to come back to this and change our payables into bank because they're gonna pay on the 15th. Okay, so they say on the closing date the directors, they received 700,000, right? Meaning they received 700,000 applicants. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna say 31. The closing date is what? 31. 31 01 16. And you're gonna debit your bank statement of financial position. This will be statement of financial position as well. And then you're gonna credit your applications and allotment. Application and allotment, right? So they told you that it's 700,000 shares, so you're gonna say 700,000 shares multiplied by 13.50, and then you're gonna have your amount. So let me grab my calculator really quick and check how much I got. 9450. All right. So that will be the calculation for this. And then your narration would be cash received for application of shares from the public, right? Now, let's move on to the one of underwrite. So the underwriter will keep the same date, will keep these two will be the same, but the amount will be different because they have 50,000. So you're going to say 50,000 multiply by 13.50 zero to get your amount that your underwriter owes you or paid to you. So you have 675. All right. So, oh, this is statement of financial position as well. Why? Because it's a liability. Because if we have oversubscription, we can pay back the people that paid us. So your narration will obviously be cash received from underwriter for application of shares, right? Then let's erase this part and then continue to our last part. I'm not erasing these things because I'm showing you the different transactions that come out with ordinary shares. So how to journalize them, right? So furthermore, when did they unload them? They say in 29 February 2016. So you're gonna say 29/02/16, and you're gonna debit your create your application and allotment, and then you're gonna um credit your share or stated capital. Make sure that you use one wording. So if you here you wrote share capital, keep it to be share capital. If you wrote stated capital, keep it to be stated capital. Don't fluctuate and change the names that you're using. It should be the same one, right? So then you're gonna say this 675,123. You're going to add it with the 9, and then you must have 10125. Please just make sure that I don't leave you behind with this, because I'm moving a bit fast because of the time of the video, and I'm avoiding calculating on camera because of the time of the video. More data, more resources are needed in order for me to upload it. So please pause and go back and understand how I got the amounts. Use your question bank in order to see where I'm getting the amounts, right? So now, since we are done with this part of applications and whatever, and we put the full amount into our share capital, our end goal is to put this full amount into our share capital. Now we can move on. So they are saying on the 15th we have further issue costs of 230,000. So you're going to let's erase here. All right, so on the 15th of May 03/16, you're gonna have your stated capital again, and your bank, because you're paying, right? So they're saying the amount is 230,850. So you're gonna have 230,850, right? And you're going to have further share issues paid, cash paid for share issues, and so on. Now, before we finish with this question, we still have to reverse this. Remember, they said on the 15th they're gonna pay them. So, let me erase this bottom part. So, understand that here we were applying, recognizing the applications of shares, and here we were putting it into our state share capital because there was an issue of shares. There was an issue of shares. And now here we were recognizing the issue costs. So if you don't understand, please go back to the video again, reverse it, and so you understand everything and how I did it, how I handled the question, and so on. So let me erase quick off camera. All right, now we are here, right? So we're reversing this because they're saying on the 15th they did pay. So how did I say that they did pay? You see here, I did put the full stops that we need to come back to this amount, to this part. They're saying it was agreed that the payment would be on the 15th of March 2016. So you're going to say 15/03/16, and you are reversing this. So you're gonna have payables, which is statement of financial position, and you're gonna have bank, statement of financial position, and you're gonna have 303,750, 303,750, and we're derecognizing the debt to our underwriter. So you could say derecognition of debt to underwriter, or you could say recognizing the settlement of a debt, or yeah, you could have you can say a lot here. You just need to construct a proper sentence that explains what you're doing. Doesn't have to be a paragraph, one line sentence, and you got the full mark. So I hope this video assists everyone with recognizing transactions in relation to ordinary shares, and how do you journalize them, how do you calculate which unit, or like how much do you use to calculate the final amount. I hope this video helps a lot of people out, and yeah, as we're preparing for our exams, and yeah, hopefully this will assist, and you just need to understand what you're journalizing at what given point, how do you journalize it, and so forth. Hoping to see you in the next video, where I'll probably be doing preference shares, but the concept remains the same. Also, I wanted to touch on the note for shares, because I noticed there's a quite a confusion there by issued shares, that they do not mean the issued shares at the beginning of the year, but actually they mean issued shares at the end of the year. But that is for another video. I'm also going to release one on debentures to assist those that need help on recognizing debentures. Hoping to see you in the next video. For now, from me to you, it's bye and ciao.